Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Carter requests that Brooke take over as CEO. Hope on the bold and the beautiful with Carter and Brooke. Eric questioned Carter's belief that he could manage a fashion firm without designers at Steffi's. Ridge reminded him that it is now a worldwide luxury brand, rather than a fashion house. According to Steffi, Hope's influence destroyed Carter and could now ruin the company. Eric was shocked to learn that Hope was involved in the coup. Although Ridge believed she was the driving force, she pointed out that Carter had completed the paperwork and deceived them into signing it. He shattered all of our faith in him, Eric remarked. And for what purpose? He needs us to run this business, Ridge assured them. They decided that until they regained the corporation, none of them would enter the building. Since Carter and Hope had Zend, Steffi pointed out that they weren't entirely adrift. It was convenient for Ridge and Eric that there was a Forrester in the building so he could open the door for them when they got back. According to Ridge, the issue was that Forrester was a community of artists, while Carter regarded it as a company. Ridge summed up, "Eve, the way we look at our clients, very unique." He said that Carter lacked the necessary skills to manage the business alone. Steffi and Ridge bemoaned trusting Carter and ruining Eric after he departed. Ridge was eager for Carter's failure. Carter needs someone to work with, Ridge reaffirmed. Hope would be more than happy to assist, Steffi said. Hope is a fool. Ridge informed her, she can't steer the entire ship. She drove her own line into the ground. It wouldn't deter them from trying, Steffi added. Ridge believed that Carter had acted carelessly and made some significant errors by himself. He pointed out that Carter needed to prove to them that he was capable of doing this. He alone is unable to. Not by himself. Ridge came to the conclusion. He won't find anyone to advance this business with him. Carter told Hope in the CEO's office that they did this to bring everyone together, and that Brooke's leadership would make the most sense because she had previously managed the business. How will her relationship with Ridge change if she accepts? Hope pondered. Brooke was ideal for the position, and Carter stated that he had to act in the best interests of the business. They had a chance to succeed when she was in charge. Hope acknowledged that Brooke stealing Ridge's job was the last nail in the coffin for their relationship. Carter stated he was about to text Brooke because he had a proposition for her when she entered. Brooke informed Carter and Hope that Electra had to be fired by her and Katie. They had just told Hope that she was safe to continue working there, so she was astonished to learn that she had just dismissed Ivy. Carter claimed to have faith in Brooke's judgment. That's actually what I want to discuss with you, he added. Hope, who was still in shock over Electra's termination, mentioned how much people loved her. Carter reiterated that he trusted Brooke's judgment and informed her that he required a new CEO in order to concentrate on growing the business. Brooke inquired, "Do you have a specific person in mind?" "I actually do," Carter informed her. Cart clarified that he needs someone to handle the day-to-day operations because he was unable to do so. Hope mentioned that there were some issues. "There is nothing insurmountable," Carter said. Although Brooke disagreed with the takeover, she expressed her desire to see Forrester prosper. Carter informed Brooke that he was considering her for the job. "It's you. Brooke, it's you. I'm going to choose you," Carter said. He wanted her to be their CEO and assured her she deserved it. Brooke reiterated at the design office that although they were appreciative of Electra's work, they had to let her leave. Had I done something wrong? Electra wondered. According to Ivy, Electra should have been notified if someone had voiced dissatisfaction with her job. This might not be required in other situations, Brooke informed them. According to Brooke, Forrester was just not a good match for the firm and was going through a difficult transition. Ivy and Electra were curious as to why. Since Electra had been promoted as a member of the line, Brooke and Katie pointed out that she was more than just an assistant. Electra was informed by Brooke that they could accomplish this in silence. She could get her belongings, hand over her badge, and depart today. Electra felt heartbroken. Ivy sought an explanation from Katie after Brooke and Electra departed, but she was given the runaround. Although no one had instructed Katie to terminate her, she claimed that Electra was no longer a suitable match due to the leadership shift. Katie went on to say that the business will soon be the subject of intense examination. Although Electra was young and would have other possibilities, Katie stated that having her in the firm at this time was not the best course of action. Ivy warned Katie bluntly that she might not be able to be honest with Will about why she fired Electra, but she wished her luck in doing so. Ivy questioned how well they actually knew Electra, but Katie admitted that she liked her. Remy was still thinking about Electra at Il Giardino, where he should have been working. He said menacingly to himself, "Your world is about to fall apart, and I'll be there to pick up the pieces again." When Remy looked up, he noticed Will approaching him. "Are you come to pick up an order, Will?" Remy sneered. "I understand how you feel about delivery." "No, Remy, I came to visit you." "Let's discuss Electra," Will said to him. Will claimed to be aware that Electra and Remy had been close friends for a long time, but Electra was content. "Don't mess this up, and be the guy she thinks you are," Will advised him. Since Electra's name was on the building and she was a Forrester, Remy pointed out that she wasn't attempting to get access. Will stated that he didn't want anything to alter Electra's brilliance or her potential for a lengthy and prosperous career at Forrester. Although this was Electra's destiny, Will claimed to understand Remy's desire for her to share her life with him. Will said, "And you're going to answer to me if you do anything to mess that up." After returning to the salon, Will informed Electra that he had just finished speaking with Remy. He repeated their exchange and Electra started weeping. She started weeping and Will noticed it. She sobbed when she informed him that she had been sacked. Will inquired as to Electra's reason for termination, but she was unaware. As she worked on Ivy's collection, she sobbed over how much she loved Forrester. She cried, "It feels like home." She claimed that for the first time in years, she felt content and safe. She believed that everything was coming together, but they refused to explain why. How could this have occurred? Electra sobbed. After returning home, Remy browsed through Electra's pictures on his computer. "I apologize, Electra, but you'll be grateful to me," he thought. Electra perplexed. Carter's idea. Brooke's possibility. Finally, the bold and the beautiful recap is available. Katie Logan and Brooke Logan declined to provide an explanation for Electra Forrester's termination in today's episode. Additionally, Brooke Logan is offered the CEO position at Forrester Creations by Carter Walton. Recap to show that Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Eric Forrester, and Rich Forrester are still at the Cliff home talking about the takeover. Until they get it back, they won't enter the fashion house. How would Carter manage a fashion firm without designers? Eric wonders. Until FC returns, everyone is ecstatic to have Zen Forrester Dominguez in the building. Eric leaves. According to Ridge, Carter is unable to manage the business alone. Steffi holds Hope Logan responsible for destroying everything. Hope is a fool, according to Ridge, who couldn't even maintain her own line. Carter won't be able to find someone to manage Forrester Creations for him, Ridge argues. Carter is asked why he isn't managing Forrester Creations by Hope. Brooke should lead the way, according to Carter. Hope appears anxious, but she has faith in Carter. Electra has experienced shell shock. Electra queries the reason behind her termination. Ivy Forrester believes that Electra should be informed if she did something improper. Katie Logan responds with a cliché, "Just not the right fit." Because she is a Forrester, Electra believes that's the reason. Ivy, who is also a Forrester, disagrees with such idea. Brooke and Katie exchange glances. Electra implores them to provide an explanation for her termination. All Brooke would tell is that Electra must turn in her badge today since the choice has been made. Electra and Brooke leave. Ivy insists on answers. Katie just states that they will be investigated without providing any specifics. Ivy bids Katie well as she explains to Will Spencer the reason for his girlfriend's recent termination. Katie knows Will loves Electra, and she likes her. But Katie questions how well they actually know Electra. According to the bold and the beautiful recap, Will enters Il Giardino. Will wants to talk about Electra with Remy Price. According to Will, Electra enjoys her job at Forrester Creations. Will does not want Remy to ruin Electra's experience. According to Remy, Electra will be alright because her last name is on the door. Will reiterates that Remy will be held accountable if he causes Electra any inconvenience. Brooke enters the CEO's office. According to Brooke, she and Katie dismissed Electra. Hope is in disbelief. Hope is perplexed, but Carter has faith in Brooke's judgment. Everyone loved Electra, but it wasn't personal. Carter mentions the necessity for a CEO. Even though Brooke opposes the takeover, he still wants the business to be successful. Carter proposes that Brooke take over as CEO. Brooke chuckles incredulously. Carter is sincere when he says that Brooke's leadership is essential. Bree has earned it, Carter continues. Will discovers an emotional Electra in the storage room. Will informs Electra that Remy was forewarned. When Electra informs Will that she has been dismissed, she breaks down in tears. Both Electra and Will are perplexed. Additionally, Electra informs Will that they will not provide an explanation for her termination.